Welcome everyone to what I'm going to refer to as day 4 with Garfield, even though it's really night number 4 and number 3. Okay, so I was up maybe at about 5:30. Garfield's been eating like that's his food. I think at one point I noticed, I don't know if it was his first night here. I just want to say some general stuff because already I'm starting to not get my facts straight. But I think the first night maybe he only had half a can of food. But I mean, you can tell he's a hungry cat. But last night he polished off like not only a full can, but at first I gave him the half can, and then he polished that off. So I think I gave him like another can. So he really is a good eater. The rescuer said he was, and he's obviously starving and underweight. So let's see. So really the purpose of this is I just wanted to give a verbal record of Chester and Garfield's first meeting. So I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it's these two cats or exotics in general, but I know with Chester, like, he almost practically immediately adapted to his environment, and I mean, within a week, he was out of his so-called safe for me, even though for him it could have been sooner than that. I mean, permanently I had him doing supervised visits, I called it, outside of the room. But so yesterday I started the introduction process because I did the whole sock rub thing and neither cat was particularly interested in the other's scent on a sock. So I think the first thing I did was I opened the door a crack. I was on the outside of the door, and let's see, hey, so on the outside of the door, and Chester wanted to come in, and Garfield wanted to get out, and both had paws. Garfield with the paw wanting to open the door to get out, and he can open doors. He is strong and he is resourceful, and Chester wanted to get in. Chester, on the other hand, does not know how to open the door. It's really funny. He just doesn't even know how to push it open. He'll just like try to squeeze through something, which that's really funny. So look at this guy. He's eating like, I think I put it there in the middle of the night, but he's kind of eating wet food that's kind of dry that really other cats would have rejected. So in my opinion, this is a hungry cat, or maybe he's just not a finicky eater. I don't have enough experience. So, and then Chester swatted Garfield through the crack. He swatted his nose, so then I was like, okay, that's enough, because the book I was reading, it's called No Kitty. It's actually a free book for me, because my company publishes it. I got it off the kind of archive shelf, and I kind of based it on those introductions. They say to use a crate, but I did kind of a crack door technique because I might have read that online somewhere. And he said to do that 6 times a day, so before I left for work, I think 3 times I had short interest. And the second one, let's see, was it? I don't know the exact order, but one time Chester did this like dramatic, kind of taking in the entire, he was just such a drama king. He was like, or drama queen, I don't know, he was just so dramatic. He circled the room twice, this little bathroom. He had to overly dramatically smell everything. He ate like the poor guy's hard food, and Chester is such a finicky eater. I don't even think he liked the food. And he's just making these overly dramatic, sniffing everything, and he was just such a jerk. And Garfield, that's what I really thought. I mean, he has to assert his dominance. And Garfield's like, yeah, whatever, I'm just fine. He was like totally, he doesn't care. He's not ready to challenge Chester for the title of king. But I think we need to let Chester do that for himself. And then I think the second time around, like, Chester hissed, which let me tell you, Chester is 8 pounds. He looks bigger in video, but he's 8 pounds. This cat is twice Chester's size, and he's underfed, so this is quite amusing. And then another time at a staring contest, and if not for Jackson Galaxy, maybe I wouldn't have known what was happening. Chester was kind of, in a way, hypnotizing Garfield. He kind of was staring at him, and Garfield was doing the, like, you know, slow eye, you know, his eyes were practically closed, and, you know, like this really slow, and Garfield, I don't know if it was on purpose or what, but he just kind of like plops down and just like goes to sleep. So that was the other one. And then I think Chester circled the room again in a show of dominance. Oh, and this was good. Last night, Chester did that, and he took a pee in here, which Andy tells me is the ultimate male diss, saying this is my territory. Let's see what else happened. I don't know. Yeah. So that's about it. But I think more happened, but that's the gist of it, and I just wanted to keep that on record because it's hilarious. Although I guess maybe it's the usual thing with the cat adjustment process. And this guy's doing some of the things Chester did, like when we first got Chester, like Chester was rolling around on the carpet, brushing against us, like, and crazily, and this guy's doing that. I don't know if it's all cats or all exotics. But this is awesome. So when I got home yesterday, I stopped at a pet store in the neighborhood, and the lady was awesome, and she's telling me, I kind of explained that, like over here, we're just having problems with the tail, and so I bought this thing that's a spray thing for dogs, I guess, for in between baths when they kind of smell like dog, like, you know, just wet dog. But the really cool thing is whatever bath we've given him, it just, his coat's just getting lustrous, and so that's kind of good. And even his tail is getting better. So then I just thought, do I need to use it? And I did. And it did help the smell a little bit. I'm going to wait till Andy gets home. He was away on business. So I'm just going to, yeah, this guy is so playful. He wants to just play. I was playing with him last night. Oh, that was the other thing. I was trying to engage both of them together with the same toy, like through the door, just because every time like these toys that, like one toy like that Chester wasn't interested in, he suddenly wants to play with now that I'm bringing it to Garfield. So yeah, Chester's just being a total, like, I can't say it, but, you know, he's just being like, you know, the jerky guy that you just like, are just like, oh, what a jerk. So, but he loved the cat dancer, this guy, the one, on the, it's like cardboard on like a wire, and it's just the most simple thing. But Andy's wondering, this guy might be a kitten, or maybe like, you know, a little more than one. He's so young and so playful. So I think we're gonna try to bathe him again. The first was just, you know, if you've seen those jokes on how to bathe a cat, this was just only one better. Andy got soaked. He was such a good sport, Andy. He got soaked. Our kitchen floor got, like, this huge puddle. This guy, like, he was, like, holding on for dear life for, Andy. I think because he was just scared, and, like, even he was gripping on to, I don't have enough room here to describe it, but he, like, managed to open our, in one of his grips, like, we're trying to pick him up. He like gripped onto our dishwasher door and opened it. This is like a strong cat, and he knows how to open doors, so I told Andy we might need to get some baby protection things. Okay. But yeah, his tail is making great progress, and the cleaning just really is helping his fur. I was using this last night, actually in the middle of the night, to go in the opposite direction. So you usually just get the dead fur off. I just want to get, you know, everything going. But, I mean, I don't want to clip off his fur. It's just really dirty. But I was just amazed that it just kind of puffed up, and I guess all the oils are working here. So, yeah, so that's Garfield. Look at that triangle. Oh my God. The light's not great in here, but, you know, his colors are amazing. So that's it, Garfield, what I'm calling day 4, just a verbal update on the